Hi cookery community, I've got a cracking little recipe for you. It's super quick and so tasty. Homemade potato rosti, or like fried potato hash brown, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to show you how to make it. It's so delicious and easy. So what I've got in my bowl here is some grated potato. So that's grated King Edward's, but any like good all-rounder, like fluffy all-rounder is fine. I would avoid waxy varieties for this. And once you've got your potato grated, you're going to squeeze out some of the excess moisture. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take handfuls. Of the potato mix, and I'm just going to squeeze it in between my palms and get all of that excess liquid out. Okay, that's going to make it an absolute pain to cook if we leave that in there. And we're going to pop the squeezed potato into a different bowl. Okay, squeezing it out. It's amazing how much juice comes out of a potato. Okay, last little bit. Squeeze out the liquid. Okay, and pop that into my fresh bowl. So I'm just going to get rid of that potato liquid in these bowls. Give my hands a little wipe as well, more potatoey. So in another bowl, I've got an egg here, and I'm just going to crack this egg into my bowl. And I'm going to give that a bit of a whisk up. So I had 4 smallish potatoes in there, but there's not really like a set amount for this. You grate up some potato and you mix some eggs through. If it looks like it's not like wet enough to hold together, you add a bit of milk or a little bit more egg. It's that simple. So I'm whisking together my egg, and I'm going to pop my grated potato in with the whisked egg. And I'm going to give that a little bit of a stir, just to make sure that it's all nicely, all the potato is nicely coated in the egg. That egg is going to bind it together, and it's going to be what helps it stick together when it cooks. So to this now you can start adding some flavourings. I'm going to go for a little bit of salt. So I've got a little bit of salt here. You could also go with a little bit of black pepper, some finely chopped rosemary would taste really good, a bit of smoked paprika, a little bit of very, very finely chopped garlic would also work really well. So stir your flavourings through. Depends what you're going to serve it with. So if you were going to have it alongside some like crushed avocado, some like roasted tomatoes, you could put smoked paprika through it. There's loads of different flavour combinations and ideas you can do. If anyone wants to ask me if I think anything will work, or if you've got any ideas, please comment, let me know some ideas you've got. So I've got my mixture I've got my potato and egg mixed together. You can see that's already sort of come together quite nicely in the bowl. I've had this pan on the heat for quite some time now. I'm just going to turn it down a little bit because it's starting to get really, really hot. So that's going to be over a medium heat. So that's feeling nice and hot. And I'm going to put a little bit of oil in. You could use butter as well. If you use butter, you must put a little bit of oil in with it that stops the butter from burning. So I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in here, but like I said, you can use butter and oil mixed together. And I'm going to swish it around the pan. I'm being quite generous with the oil there. And I'm going to start taking little patties. So my pan was already hot before I put that oil in. You need to let that pan get hot before you start cooking. I'm going to start taking little patties of my potato and egg mixture. Now, what is really important with this recipe is that you don't try and cook them, make them too big. If you make them too big, they'll take ages to cook. The centres will be raw potato still, and it won't go well. So what you need to do is just take small amounts of the mixture, make it into like a little patty, not too thick, in your hands, and you can place that in the oil in the pan, and that's making a nice sizzle. And I'm going to carry on doing the same with all my other little mini Rostis. These are so good on a breakfast. If you go to our Instagram TV channel or our Facebook page, you'll find a poached egg tutorial. These with a poached egg on top, some roast tomatoes, some baked beans on the side. Oh, it just makes such a lovely brunch or breakfast. So you're going to pop those into the pan. I'm going to give my hands another little rinse. And now you're going to cook these. You're going to cook these in the pan. They take surprisingly long time to cook because it is raw potato. They need to cook for quite a lot of time on both sides. So what we're looking for in a cooked, finished little rosti is they're going to be medium to dark golden brown on both sides. And if you're unsure, you can break one open and just have a look in the middle. And if there's still raw potato in that one, the rest will still be raw. Which brings me on to my next point of don't have your pan too hot. If you've got a really hot pan, the outsides of the rostis will get really dark brown quickly, but the centres will still be uncooked. So it's getting that balance, sort of like a medium, hot enough that they'll get brown, but not so hot that they'll be undercooked in the middle. So once they've been in for a little while, you can start thinking about moving them around. So I've got fish slice here. I'm just going to tease the fish slice underneath. Okay, and start flipping. Okay, and you're going to probably flip them once or twice during the cooking. Just keep going until you're happy with the colour. Okay, and these are going to take a few minutes on either side. Remember to check them to check they're cooked in the middle. So I'm going to leave you now. Mine are cooking away nicely. I'm going to enjoy these in a minute. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoy making these. They're so tasty. Thanks for watching. Bye.